Hey y'all, it's your girl Millie Chun, and we have the trailer for the season 16 Real Housewives of Atlanta reunion. Honey, it's going to be 3 parts, so let's get into it. So Portia gets it popped off on this trailer. She just want to step to each lady that probably she had a problem with it. They had a problem with her. Because remember, Cynthia said when Portia walked in, she owned this reunion from the moment she sat down to the moment she left. So those conversations are going to be great. Then Andy lets the girls know that Britt Edie has decided not to join them, because Cynthia also said that they did not know that Britt was not coming. She even went on to say that, she was the one who found out that Britt was not coming, because she went down to her dressing room and she knocked on the door because she didn't want to just go in. And when the producers told her to go in, Britt was not there, right? So Kelly's response was, wow. So they actually did not know until they got to the reunion. Britt did not tell these girls anything. Then while Portia was talking about that Kenya had received information about Britt's past from a current housewife, Andy asked, did you send her the pictures? Now, the way this trailer is edited, it looks like he was looking at Drew, and this is what Drew's face was looking like. Like she was getting ready to tell a fib, because she will belt one out in a minute. Let me tell you something. Phaedra with Angela, she got something on her hands, honey. If Phaedra had said she's coming back for season 17, Angela Oakley is definitely going to be back. If don't nobody come back for 17, those two are coming. Because Angela is now asking Phaedra about what she said. Like, why would you say that about my husband? Why would you lie? And here's Phaedra lying about what? Child, Phaedra talking about some girl, I'm in all the rooms. Angela said, well, the rooms I'm in, they don't know you. And if I look 53, you look 63. Angela looks fantastic, right? Fantastic. And I think we found out that Angela's 44? And I will say this about her dress. I love her dress on her sitting down at this reunion. It's still not like at the top, but it's better than what I thought about it first. I think Angela looks great, though. Child, then they get to Portia and Shamia. And then Shamia's like, we had that conversation about I was with Candy and Todd. Portia's like, I kissed Candy in the club. You kissed Candy in the club. And now Shamia looking like she was flabbergasted and clutching her pearls. Shamia, you been kissing on Candy in the club? Baby, when Cynthia said that Portia owned this reunion from the moment she sat down to the moment she got up, I believe it, because this trailer is giving me everything I need. Honey, when Andy was like talking to Drew, like saying what she said about Portia's return has been a flop, and she said you need to be worried about who flip-flopping down there in the basement with Ralph. I cannot wait till July the 13th. Eat her up, Portia. Then how odd did y'all find this to be? Ralph is over here behind the OGs, along with Dennis. Drew is way over here on the end. And then he gonna sit up here and talk about Drew. Talking about Drew told me that you was trying to get at her, Dennis. Dennis was like, no. And then she's like, no, I didn't. Drew, I hope you get a clue. I hope at the last reunion, you had to stand up and sing to him a song about you not being enough. Now he's sitting up here talking about you lying. And he could be lying, but he doing it right here in your face. I don't know what it's going to take. Baby, Charles Oakley came and did what he was supposed to do. So Andy is asking about Charles dating Sheree. Angela is like, wait a minute, hold up, Andy, what you talking about? Charles said, what you talking about? Why you just talking about me? What's going on with them? Where y'all husbands at? Honey, at that moment, I think all women who have a man who knows that they have a switch and we just don't quite know when it's going to flip, this is that face. Because Angela doesn't know what Charles is going to say at this moment. There is no script. There is no conversation. There's no act. All she has said to him in the car is, Charles, behave. So then Andy asked Shamia and Portia about the status of their relationship. It was silence. And then they showed where Shamia was like, why did you talk about my mom and say that what she said was egregious? Portia said because it was. And then there was some back and forth. Andy was trying to calm the girls down. And then Portia was like, I'm out. And she gets up and leaves. And that's the end of the trailer. So 10 times out of 10, sometimes the trailer is way better than the actual show. But there are going to be 3 parts. And it's not going to be as riveting as this trailer was. So we're going to be in for a ride for three weeks. Okay? But then hold on. Look who wanted to be in the building. Kenya Moore is in her fashion house. So Kenya has gone live on YouTube and she is rating the girls' reunion looks, as she says, right? And I think she said that she wanted to be there, and she was going to talk about her worst look was Phaedra. I don't see it for Kenya all the time, but when she's right, I'm going to let her know she's right. I'm with her on this. I'm with you when you're right, okay? She asked her Alexa to play the fairy song because she was like that Phaedra was still in Grenada thinking she a fairy and this is too much. I agree with Kenya 100%. I did agree with Kenya about Drew's dress. She was like, she wished it had been more clean, streamlined at the bottom, and the feathers up top would have ate. She did feel like Portia and Phaedra had the same designer or something. That was a little shade, I believe, because ain't no way. And then she loved Angela's look. She loved Shamia's look. She said it was couture. And who else? Kelly. She loved Kelly's look. But we all know how I feel about Kelly's look and how I fix Kelly's look for her. But then she went on to let you all know that you need to subscribe for the auction. And when you subscribe, you're going to automatically be sent an invitation because it's invitation only. So she has her last reunion look in the window. This is from the dungeon. I thought this dress was Kenya's. Now for me, Kenya has 2 top looks. And both of the dresses are here. And we're going to talk about them. This right here, the dungeon, I thought this dress had like little black sequins on her neck all the way down. Oh, I thought Kenya looked so pretty in that dress. That dress was everything. And Kenya looked beautiful in that dress. This dress right here. This dress, I can't even choose between the black and this dress. Kenya looked as beautiful in both of these dresses. Both of these dresses were gorgeous. I'm with you when you're right. I never said that she wasn't beautiful. You know, she's a couple of other things, but I didn't say she wasn't beautiful, right? This dress was everything to me. This might be number 1 and the black is number 2. But they're going to be up for auction. She said you can have a little piece of her, a little piece of Real Housewives of Atlanta, a little piece of Bravo. I think she said, you know, maybe the bidding starts at $5 or so. So just make sure you subscribe. You can get in there. Also, child, Mark is in Atlanta. Somebody said, is he living with you? She said no. Like I said, Kenya is beautiful along with a lot of other things. So I'm going to leave it at that. You can fill in the blanks. But Mark is in Atlanta. Okay. So anyway, I do have one more thing. So y'all know, like, I have this thing where I have to watch shows that I've already seen before. It's just soothing for me. I have whatever that is. I have that. Child, I am on season 18, episode 1 of Hell's Kitchen. This is Scott Lee. So you know I'm about to watch this entire season today. At least I'm going to watch some of it. I got some other content to do. But it's Scott Lee. And this girl, Jizzy, she's from Atlanta too. And they work for the same company. Right? Because, you know, he's like, I'm from Jamaica. I'm from New York. I'm Jamaican. I'm from New York. But I live in Atlanta. I do this, that, and the third. Y'all, he was on Hell's Kitchen. Season 18. The rookies versus the veterans. Okay. But y'all let me know what y'all think about the trailer. Let me know if you're going to join the auction. It's your girl, Millie Churn. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.